we are discussing third normal form or 3NF. In the earlier videos, we have shown you that how to make one relation in 1NF, and then we have shown you that how this 1NF relation, that is a grade report relation, has got splitted onto 2NF form. So, there is a 2NF form we had. So, this video is in the continuation of previous videos, please watch them all. So, now let us concentrate on the 3NF. A relation will be in 3NF if it is in 2NF and no transitive dependency is existing. So, it is telling that a relation will be in 3NF, it should be in 2NF at first and there should not be any transitive dependency. What is a transitive dependency? We know that in case of transitivity rule, which we discussed in our functional dependency section, in the transitivity rule we have, that is, if alpha determines beta holds and beta determines gamma holds, then alpha determines gamma will also hold, where alpha, beta, gamma are set of attributes. So, if alpha determines beta and beta determines gamma, then alpha will also determine gamma. So, that was our transitivity rule, and in case of 3NF it is telling that a relation must be in 2NF and no transitive dependency is existing. So, let us explain it with some example that will clear our conception better. So, after judging or after observing this relation which was in 1NF, that was the grade report relation, we found there are 4 functional dependencies are there. So, the first one was student ID determines student name, campus address and major. Depending on that, we develop this student relation. Student ID determines student name, campus address, major, and this determinant, that is the student ID, which is falling on the left hand side of the functional dependency, is the prime attribute or the primary key. Second was course ID determines course title, instructor names and instructor location. So, we will be going for course ID determines course title, instructor's name and instructor's location. Here the determinant, that is our course ID, will be the primary key and other are the non-prime attributes. In this way, the data got extracted from the mother table, mother relation, which was in 1NF. Next one was student ID, course ID determines grade. So, student ID, course ID determines grade. So, this particular relation we formed. The last functional dependency was instructor name determines instructor location. So, here we are having instructor name determines instructor location. So, here we are getting the flavor of transitive dependency. Why? See, course ID determines course title, course instructor's name and instructor's location. So, that particular functional dependency, on that we have applied the decomposition rule. So, I am reaching with course ID determines course title, course ID determines instructor's name, course ID determines instructor location. So, we are having course ID determines instructor location, also we are having instructor name determines instructor location. So, course ID determines instructor's name and instructor's name is determining instructor's location. So, there is a transitive dependency here. So, this particular relation is not in 3NF. So, this relation is in 3NF, this relation is also in 3NF, but this relation is only in 2NF. Why? Because this relation is having the transitive dependency. Here only one functional dependency is there. So, that is a very common one, that is the prime attribute will determine all other non-prime attributes. So, there is no question of having any transitive dependency. Same thing is logic is true for here also, but here we are having course ID determines instructor's name and instructor names determines instructor location. So, you might be asking me, it is in 2NF, it is not in 3NF that we got, but what is the difficulty in that case? Difficulty means those 3 same anomalies, insertion, deletion and updation anomalies. On this relation we cannot perform insert, delete or update operation. I am just showing you. This is my course ID. So, I cannot insert any record, keeping this course ID null. Let us suppose one new instructor has joined to this particular university with a certain name and also the accommodation address we know. I cannot make an entry until and unless that instructor has got one course assigned to him or her. So that is the insertion anomaly. Deletion anomaly. Deletion anomaly means there is only one course. So that is one course is there, the course on C, and HK sir used to take this particular classes. So now university has withdrawn this course from the syllabus. So this tuple is getting deleted along with the information regarding this new faculty is getting deleted. So this particular faculty record will get deleted if the university withdraw this particular course from the syllabus. So that is our deletion anomaly. Let us go for the updation anomaly. Say SB sir has changed his address, but his address has been written in multiple locations. So data redundancy is there. So due to the partial updation, the database will become inconsistent. So at address updation of the SB sir will be causing partial updation, may cause partial updation, leaving the database in some inconsistent state. So that is our updation anomaly. So on this relation, I cannot perform insert, delete, update operations. So that's why all the anomalies are there. So let us resolve it. So to resolve this one, we can go for this. That is instructor name determines instructor's location. So we are making this particular table ready. So here this is the primary key, this is the prime attribute, and this particular new course relation has been formed, and it has been formed with course ID determines course title and instructor's name. So this is the relation where we have formed, where the course ID is the primary key and rest are the non-prime attributes. Always remember, when you shall split one relation in 3NF, you are giving birth to the foreign key, because prime attribute in one table, it has become a non-prime attribute in another table, then in the second table where it is non-prime, there it is becoming a foreign key. So here this instructor name is becoming a foreign key, and whenever there is a foreign key, there is a domain constraint. Domain constraint means you cannot assign to any instructor any course whether this instructor, when the instructor name is not belonging to this particular domain. So you cannot write any instructor name under this instructor name column until and unless that instructor name is occurring under the instructor name of this instructor relation. So here we are having this domain constraint. So foreign key is there. Always whenever you are splitting one relation using 3NF, one foreign key will come into the scene. So here we have discussed what is 3NF, how to bring one relation to the 3NF. If we don't bring the relation in the 3NF, then how the insertion, deletion, updation anomalies are existing there, and how to split, how to get foreign keys out of that, and we have explained it with the proper examples. Thanks for watching this video.